Putain, faut que je le fasse combien de fois? Oh, putain, toi. Continuez. C'est le cours de votre capitule pour relever le carrière. On va essayer d'avoir les œufs nécessaires. Pas sûr. On l'a, mais. Normal. Enfin, normal. Normal. Let's go. Bon, on est 18 ans. Après ça, on va se coucher. Accepter. Club Callaway, ouais. Alors, on commence par jouer là. Ok. Défions-le. The fuck qui se passe?
Ah, t'es là, tu vois, je t'ai pas vu, quoi. T'as-tu pris un colis qui appartenait à Maud par rapport?
Non?
Ok, parce qu'elle avait juste me texter puis elle me dit que tu répondais pas parce qu'elle attendait un colis puis peut-être que ça aurait fait.
Elle doit être dans la boîte grise, mais non, je sais pas. Rien ramassé. Non.
2K Sports and the PGA Tour are delighted to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup.
Today's coverage of the Bluff Championship is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and out on the course following our feature group is the delightful Henny Koyak. Hello, Henny.
Hi Luke, great to be with you guys. Now this group will be one to watch today. Lots of chatter on social media leading up to this pairing. We have a rookie on tour who has set very specific goals for themselves, and their first one is to beat their playing partner this week.
Love it, Henny. This will make for an extra layer of excitement. It always adds a bit more drama to an event when we can follow a competition within a competition. Can't wait to see what happens in our featured group throughout this tournament.
15 000 $. Ah. On va se mettre par là, voir.
Second shot here on the first.
14 000 $ par là. Et pareil.
Getting ready to play their third. This putt coming up is for birdie.
La pente est quand même solide, hein? Comme ça? Ah, pas assez. Ça va pour un pas.
This is tracking right into the front of this cup.
Baby.
And this
What
one is for his par. And that's an opening hole par for this player.
That's a rock solid par right there.
Avec les pros, faut pas oublier. Puis je mets pas de modification nulle part presque.
One of our on-course reporters, John McCarthy, has been out surveying the scene here in preparation for today's broadcast. John, what are some of the things the players will be looking out for today at Craggy Heights?
Well, Luke, I think one of the first things the players are going to be looking at is really, literally, the shapes of these fairways. They are laid out in a way that often there are little pockets of fairway that the players can hit to. And if they do end up safe, they can really open up options on their approach shots, but they're going to have to be confident in their swing to reap those rewards. Another thing to watch for are holes like the fifth, where the fairway narrows significantly the further out you hit your holes like the par 4 17th, where you can drive the green, yes, but there is a lot of danger in the form of water and sand around the green to contend with. So it's very much a risk-reward course. Can't wait to just sit back and watch how these professionals take this course on. Should be a fun week here at Craggy Heights.
Now, this is a challenging one. A lengthy putt awaits.
Little birdie looking here.
No, it's plus à gauche.
Go in.
And that's a long-range bomb. And rest assured, their rival will be looking over their shoulder.
And it's time to recap that play.
Now this is how you putt. Take another look at this.
Yes. Taking like a look at this.
Currently 1 under for the tournament.
Gotta like it. Moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
But
Teeing off here at the third hole. Looks to be going with the 6-iron.
This one headed out to the left.
It's a little wayward.
Yeah, wind took that one offline in a hurry.
Players setting up, trying to get up and down from the bunker.
What?
That's on the green, and you never know what could happen. This is from miles away.
Mais ouais, pour un parcours ville. Des villes.
Yeah, that was a little bit too much power.
Mais ouais.
Oh, 13-footer coming up here. And makes it for the bogey.
Buggy, yes.
And that ensures that he's back to even par now.
38.
Let's see what happens here on the fourth.
Arc.
Well, doesn't take a genius to know that this is not a good place to be. Oh, golf clap. That's a beauty. Taking aim from about 170 yards. 4 shots behind our leader. Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. Good shot there.
Bogey.
And now let's head over to Harold Varner III.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Oh, what a wonderful bunker shot. Okay, let's get back to the action.
Yes,
All right, Henny. What's he got in front of him here with this putt?
Has to putt this one downhill.
This one's tracking. Nicely holed. And for par.
Luke, I don't know if you know this or not, but nothing rolls like a ball.
Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead.
Rolls like a ball. Okay, like a ball. Stupid.
Now with the honour on a par 5. Bit untidy, wasn't it? The history of golf has been littered with some great characters. For the modern game, Harold Varner III is right up there. A really personable guy, just effervescent. And I think, Rich, the only thing we're all waiting for is that first W to come. He seems to deserve it.
I can't wait to see what happens when he gets that first W. Oh, it's going to be blissfully fun. He's such an engaging personality that you can't help but just like him. He is out there enjoying every single moment of being on the PGA Tour, playing against the best in the world, and he believes that he can hang with every single one of those players. It hasn't kind of shown up yet, but there's no doubt in my mind with the belief that he has in his own game, that alone will carry him to a win on the PGA Tour sooner than later, and I'm thinking it could happen as early as this year.
Putting for birdie here.
Yep, the leaderboard now after that hole. And coming off the birdie, they'll be proud of themselves, a chance to keep it rolling. That reminded me of the Big Easy, silky smooth.
Oh, I didn't see this as possible. What a shot.
Well struck.
And this putt to move into the top 20.
This one's looking good.
And down it goes. So that's back-to-back birdies.
Back-to-back birdies, moving the right direction there, Luke.
Trailing by 4 strokes. Time to face a par 4. Second shot here on the 7th. That got a little out of control, I think.
And coming up well short.
C'est quoi ça?
Time now for the 4th shot. Currently 4 shots off the pace.
Pour pas que j'avance.
Big time play that one at the right time too.
Not a good lie. Fortunate to hit the pin and go in.
And it's worth taking another look at that one.
Beautifully judged. Great tempo on this chip.
C'est quoi, c'est moi ça?
And now heading over to Harold Varner III.
He's trying to pull ahead in this group rivalry. Let's see what happens.
Will Zalatoris currently on top of the leaderboard here. Here we find ourselves at the dramatic 8th hole at Craggy Heights, a par 3 playing 198 yards from the back tees.
Look, probably one of those picturesque par 3s on this golf course, if not the one. Obviously, coming up shy is a huge no-no with water lurking there. You're going to see most players hit it deep into the green. Anywhere in the heart of the green really is just fine. Walking off with a par here is just dandy.
Rich, there's plenty of paths to the PGA Tour, but few seem to bash their way to the PGA Tour quicker than Will Zalatoris. It was an immediate impact he had, and it's just such an exciting game he possesses.
Watching him go from the Korn Ferry Tour and essentially bypassing all of that fairly immediately with the 3 wins and getting onto the PGA Tour and having such a profound effect when he was out there really is quite astonishing. Without getting the win, but seemingly in contention each and every week out there, you feel the sky is the limit for what's going to happen with this young man. He is so disciplined in what he does in a round of golf. He's got a great mind in the way that he approaches the game and how he advances the golf ball to point A to point B.
Come on.
He sees this golf course 3 shots in advance. It's just kind of like it's right there in front of him. He reminds me of an old school pool player who he's already made all the shots. Now just has to go ahead and just sink the next one because he set himself up perfectly for the next one. It's impressive.
And a little slide down the leaderboard happening. Make sure you respond quickly.
A little slide.
Time now to take in the 9th hole.
It's a fucking big slide, motherfucker.
Come on, you're better than that.
Okay.
Do you like the view from where you're standing, Henny?
Got to make sure to control the flight here because the wind is straight into their face.
Going with the 8-iron here. That's the right option. Put it back in play. And here we are with the 3rd shot.
Next shot straight back into the teeth of the wind.
What?
Sitting at 1 over.
What a balle reculée. What the fuck is that? Tabarnak.
Didn't that look good for a long time? This putt just 5 feet away from the hole.
No, I don't bug him out.
Hang on, this looks pretty handy. Yep, you'll take that. And now let's head over to Harold Varner III.
He's one stroke in front of his rival so far today. Great stuff.
Fuck you,
So after that effort, let's take a look at the leaderboard. Rich, how are we
The
looking after
leaderboard.
9?
Well, Luke, I've been enjoying this pair of rivals we are following today. The 2 of them are pretty even for the event so far. Very interested to see who will come out of this with the bragging rights. The dreaded shank. That sounds like a form of currency, doesn't it? It's not.
Sitting at 2 over par. That's a good-looking shot there. And Henny, what kind of a shot are they facing this time?
Yeah, he's about 155 from this whole location.
Well, they'd love a little bounce to the right here. And he's down there. You got a read?
This is way out. They could probably use a 9-iron from back here.
Oh, putain. Ok, un petit peu à côté. Là, genre.
Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it?
Mais non.
Playing their 5th shot.
Ils veulent pas pantoute.
Oh, wouldn't that have been nice?
Nice.
And just about 8 feet left to the hole.
Nice. The ball's around.
Yeah, we'll take that. Why don't we catch up with the V-man, Harold Varner III?
Coming off a bogey on the last hole.
Laisse faire ton buggy.
Scorecard filled with threes never hurts. Good putt to make this.
On s'en fout.
So after that effort, this is the current standings on the course.
Aïe,
The
aïe,
leader
aïe,
now
aïe.
has a one-stroke advantage.
J'ai plus 4. 119. Mais voyons donc. Come on.
And they'll have to compose themselves now with this tee shot after a double bogey at the last. Looks to have opted for the 8-iron. Setting up miles from the hole.
They've got this left to tie with Harold Varner III.
Un pied.
That's frustrating.
Come on. Mais c'est frustrant. Vous jouez
What's
contre
in
moi,
front of
là.
them, Henny, with this putt?
Yeah, he's staring
That's not
down
bad
about
amount.
12 feet.
Ah. Come on.
Get excited. This could go in.
Mais non.
Oh, just missed.
And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole.
M'a bien méchant. Plus
And that's
5.
now 5 over for the round.
Come on. Plus 5.
Oh,
Okay,
Rich loves standing on this
fair,
12th
fair,
tee here, a
fair.
par 5. You're always thinking birdie or perhaps
Go,
better.
Rich.
Take us through it.
At 555 yards, Luke, there still is a decision to be made off the tee for these players. Do they challenge the fairway bunker, but also bring in the water down the right-hand side, or do they just go ahead and lay it up to the left and make it a three-shotter? The bold players are going to knock it down to a sliver of an opening, and from there, they're going to be able to go for it. Second shot playing a little bit downhill. A little pond over on the left-hand side can be a little bit nuisance, but all in all, it's a pretty simple, straightforward par 5. Birdies are in order.
Oh, I love this type of courage, Rich. Going forward in 2.
Two big hits there, knocking in on this par 5 and 2.
Tracking. That's inside the range.
And now heading over to Harold Varner III.
It's been neck and neck. He's actually tied with his rival. This is
Yeah.
tough. Can he do it?
Can
He's
you do it?
HV3.
Oh,
No.
what a shot from the bunker.
Come
And
on.
after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks.
Fait que c'est quoi?
And as we take a look at the leaderboard, and there he is, Will Zalatoris, your leader.
107 à égalité. Plus 3, plus 3. On est au 12e tour.
Here
Ok,
we
on est
find ourselves on the tee of a long par 4.
And that's a nice strike. This one should find the fairway. And now let's head over to Harold Varner III.
He's
s'en fout
trying to
d'Harold
pull
Varner.
ahead in this group rivalry. Let's see what happens.
From around 170 yards here.
They need to flight this one down into the wind.
Going with the 6-iron here.
4 right.
Splash.
Come on.
Might get caught up in the brush here. And here we are with their 4th. Putting for bogey.
Putain.
It's got a chance.
And that impressive young man, Will Zalatoris, currently leads this one.
Je vais te manger balle, putain.
It's time to tee off here at the 14th hole.
What kind of rhythm is that? It must be tough falling out of bed every day with a rhythm like that.
From the first cut.
And tidy looking shot, that one.
Luke, unfortunately, that got a horrible kick, ended up in the rough.
Ooh, that's a tasty looking chip. Top shot.
You better believe it is great stuff to watch.
And there it is. Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. Well, let's get amongst this 15th hole.
And he's hit that inside the range. They're a long way from the hole here. Work to be done. Yeah, that's lovely weight. Getting it right up by the hole. Excellent job.
Managing to maintain their position on the leaderboard after that effort. Let's see what happens here at the 16th.
Eight days a week, that rhythm works.
Oh, I like the courage here, Rich, getting after this par 5 in 2.
As they should. What a play. Hopefully they'll be rewarded for that play.
Solid.
Let's get back to it, shall we? This putt's about 4 feet from the hole.
Their boldness paid off. They've got this for the eagle.
Oh, how about that one?
Yeah.
Sitting at 2 over for the day.
Moving up the leaderboard. I like it.
Je dépasse mon nom.
Oh, don't we love a short par 4, particularly on the penultimate hole, Rich. 17 here, playing under 300 yards.
Luke, at just 283 yards, listen, if you're not going to go for this green, you better just give up your tour card. I mean, literally, this is a begging to be gone. This hole is going to show you what kind of player you truly are. Take out the three-wooter driver, knock it on the green, make eagle, make the crowd go wild. Anything less than that? No, thank you. This needs to go a little bit right once it lands.
And not a bad approach. He'll be putting. And now heading over to Harold Varner III.
It's been neck and neck. He's actually tied with his rival. This is tough. Can he do it?
And if this can go down, he'll save par.
Hey, nice looking line.
Oh,
the
come
dreaded
on.
shove always hurts on the greens. Let's try and make this one. Only drop the one shot. And the putt drops, and we're moving on.
Hey,
And as we head to the next, it's Will Zalatoris in top spot.
Fucking.
Let's head to the final hole of this round.
Wow.
Oh, I could watch that swing all day. That's beautiful. Henny, what's the player facing here?
They're setting up this next shot into quite an elevated green, Luke.
Opting for the 5-iron. This one needs to kick left. This putt is for a final score of 74.
Their short game today has been absolutely sublime fun to watch.
Yeah, the line was pretty good, but the length, that was loose.
Come on.
Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
He's got to be careful this doesn't get away from him here. This is downhill.
There's no any. There's a fucking just right there, motherfucker.
This is a good chance. And that will do it for him at this event.
First of all.
And as we take a look at our rivalry results, it's a big thank you to Henny for bringing us all the magic from the course today.
Oh, it was a pleasure to be able to follow the action out there today, Luke.
Well, on behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, and Rich Beam, thanks for tuning in. Catch you tomorrow.
L'égalité avec l'emploi. Bon, ça va se coucher. Merci, bonsoir à tous.